Fans. Fans. Everybody, welcome back to my channel with me, Silverheart Cosplay. Yay! Hi. I'm glad you are back to watch my video on how I make my Temari Naruto fan, which would be this over here. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen my Temari cosplay. I will insert a picture somewhere here with editing magic. Editing magic. Editing magic. Magic. There we go. I'm sure it's there. You probably can see it now. But I made this fan myself. I'm so proud of it because I made it without any templates, no tutorials, no nothing. What I did was, I'm gonna put this there. Holding that was just too much. But, so what I did was, in order to make that, I based it off of these fans I made here. I cosplayed Katana a while ago. Insert another picture somewhere on the screen. Editing magic. Made these, and I'm pretty sure I saw a tutorial on them like a few years ago. I can't remember where it is or which one I followed for it. But I made these and they came out fairly well. So I basically used the same method I did to make these to make the Temari fan, just a larger scale there. And now I am actually going to be recreating another Temari fan. I'm going to try to replicate that, but make it look more professional, more neater. Make it look neater, or more neat. Make it look more neat. Grammar. So I'm going to show you guys how I did it. I'm going to try not to make this video as long as some of my other videos. But if I miss something or there's a question you have, just leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer it. Because I'm trying to make it short, I'm not going to give a very detailed follow along. Because yes, this is a follow along. Again, if you see my videos, you know I don't do tutorials. I'm not that veteran when it comes to making things. I'm not very educated. I am still learning. This is still my cosplay journey. So I don't do tutorials. I watch other people's tutorials and then I try to follow along with that or use a lot of their methods. For this fan, I did make it myself, like I mentioned before. So there's not a tutorial. I followed along with it, but I'll show you kind of what I did to make it. But by no means is it perfect. The technique is probably not perfect. There's probably a lot of things I can do better. So as always, if you have any suggestions or advice, please let me know in the comment section because I need to probably figure out ways to improve. So without further ado, let's get started. What we are going to need are a couple of things. One, we are going to need a king size, this is a full size flat sheet. You maybe could do a twin size. You probably get away with a twin size actually, as I'm looking at the thing. But I always like to just err on the side of caution. So I got a full size white flat sheet, what I'll use for it. Then I've never used this stuff before. I don't know if you can see on my fan. You can't see the camera. It's not tuned in. And it's all the way over there. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anywho, on the bottom of the fan near the fabric where the sheet is, it's frayed a lot on the end when I cut it. I don't know much about fabric. I don't sew. I don't know how to seal ends. I don't know how to sew to make it look neater or anything like that. So I just left it as is. It was a fan for my own personal cosplay, so I wasn't worried about trying to make it look perfect. Sorry, not sorry. But I did find this stuff, which is Fray Check, and I think it's supposed to help with that. So I got this to use on the sheet. I don't know how to use it, so I will probably do Google and YouTube that later to figure out how to use this stuff. So I got this. I got my projector because I'm going to be making those 3 purple circles on the fan. And then I got this, which is what I use for the boards of the fan. This is a trifold foam display board. It's not like together it's very sturdy, but I wouldn't say it's like the most sturdy thing that you can use for this. I will use you can't see it very well, but I have this screw. This one's a little long. I just put this in here because the one that was the right size for this fan is in the Temari fan, and so I just put this in here as a placeholder. But I will be getting another one of these little screw thingies that's shorter. The thickness of the Temari fan is about the thickness of this fan. So and then of course you need purple paint for 3 circles, and I put the purple little line on the top and bottom of the fan. That's where I glued it on. Yeah, so I think I use super glue for it, but I will test like a piece of like practice foam board and fabric just to make sure. I'm pretty sure. But anywho, let us get started. Like I mentioned earlier, when I first made the Temari fan, because I was just making it for myself for fun, I did not measure out the boards. I was not precise and jagged. It looks a little wonky. But so far, I have been measuring using this and using this to help me cut it and keep it straight. And so far, like the pieces, I don't know if they're still not absolutely perfect, but they're looking way better than the first time I did it. Like they are a lot more neat and clean in a sense. So I'm really excited about that. But first, I need to take a sip of bubble. Refreshing. Without further ado, so here are all my boards. My Temari fan. Got the 2 end pieces, which are the wider ones, and then these little itty bitty skinnier ones for the middle part of the fan. So now we will do the next part, which is measuring or getting the nail, measuring the circle and where I want to put it at. So I'll get started on that and then bring you back. Measured how far up I wanted to go, and I measured exactly on each board. Then I took this and I traced it around with a pen, and then I took my X-acto knife and I very carefully cut through it using that 3-layer method. I cut one to get to the first layer, cut again, and then cut again. And then I was able to punch it out without creasing or bending the board. So that worked out perfectly. So I'll show you how I did it in this last one. I just realized I got the camera bent down so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm not sure if you see me when I'm standing straight up. But you really just have to hear my voice, I guess. You don't really need to see me. So it's okay. And I'm gonna take this knife, push it through, just make sure it goes through and pull it out. So that's all we want to do. Now that we have our boards all completed, they can measure, they have their holes. What I'm going to do next is, because I'm using the same amount of boards as I did on the last fan, I'm just going to use that band to measure the fabric part. I don't need to use these, so I'm going to go ahead and start to spray these with PlastiDip. Okay, that looks about right. gosh, my light came out. Went out. 1 second, guys. Guys, my ceiling light in my garage went out, and I tried to fix it, but I can't get it to turn back on. So I have 2 choices. I can wait till tomorrow to finish this and get someone to look at that light. Or, hear me out. I got the ring light on. It still is kind of bright, and I think I can lighten it up in editing. So we're just gonna kind of continue on because if I want to get this done tonight. Like, this is it. Just to glue that on there, paint the purple on there, and I am done. So I think we're gonna push through. This light is bright enough where I can see well what I'm doing. I think it's still coming out clear on the camera, so we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. All right, guys, this is what I have so far for the fan. I am not very happy with how it came out. I couldn't get the fabric to be like absolutely perfect, and I had to like add a lot of glue here, but I'm gonna cover this all up with paint, like purple paint for the design. But I messed up on this part. I didn't pull it as tight as I should have when I was doing the back, so it's a little loose right here. And you know what's funny is that, like, I don't know if you can see that, but that happened last time when I did it too, and I don't know how I made that same mistake. Oh well, there's not much I can do about it now. The other thing that I don't know how I did it wrong is I made it where it was like wide open because I wanted to have like the big fan effect. However, I can't, like, I don't know if I measured wrong or what, but it doesn't close all the way. Like the old fan can't close all the way, but it can like open and close noticeably. But this fan only closes that much, so like there's hardly any difference in them, which again is not like the worst thing. So I don't know, I am happy that so far it is turning out in some ways better than the first time I did it. Like the cuts are cleaner, the planks are, you know, more evened out. I took my time with those things, but the fan fabric part I'm not so happy with. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I will keep going, and I will come back and show you guys once I've added some of the purple paint. This is what I have so far. My Temari fan. Dust on here, so clean it off a little bit. I think I'm going to probably do another layer of the purple paint on this because I want it to look a little more thicker. Probably looks okay on camera, but anywho, this is what I have so far. I have my circle. I have to finish painting the circles and then painting this border, and then I'm going to do another layer of these two as well. So, I mean, it's not looking too bad. I am upset. It doesn't close like hardly at all, but I guess that's okay. Like, for pictures, you probably want it open anyways. Yeah, so this is where we're at. I'm gonna finish painting the rest of this and show you guys the finished product once I'm done.